Hey there, nerds, gamers, otakus, and losers of every kind, shape, and place.
Hey, that's not nice.
What's not nice? Sorry, I
Most
won't
of
use the
that.
term otaku.
Most of that was not
Hey,
nice.
hey there, geeks. What's going on? It's Drew and Oz again from the Microsoft Store, coming at you live with Choose Your Weapon. And this week, we'll be discussing a type of weapon that's pretty different, actually.
He's really a fan of it.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this weapon. Oz, not.
I like
Have
the
you?
anime.
Have you? And that, of course, is cosplay, because we had not but like 100 yards from where we're sitting in the Microsoft Store, Anime Boston happened this weekend, 2015. The theme was Kaiju versus Mecha.
Yes.
You like that, obviously.
Well, I do. Well, for my birthday a couple years ago, we went to see Pacific Rim, which is full of kaiju and mecha. So all
It
good
is
things,
the most
really.
full of any
Yes.
movie out of kaiju.
Two of my
and
favorite
mecha.
things, really.
And of course, that was a really awesome theme, and it involved lots of robots battling lots of kaiju. What do you even call a kaiju?
Just
It's
monster.
a monster, demon, yeah. All week, and of course, lots of anime cosplay, and not anime. Sometimes you can spill over into the realm of video games.
So you
No
can
one's
just,
gonna
you
give you any
just sneak
sweat.
in and be like, I'm ignoring the theme. I'm going to do something. I'm going to do my own thing.
That was kind of what my group did. You might have seen it by now, but the big reveal was that my cosplay crew, the Boston collab, Deanna Blue, Nick Paulos, Jasper Sonicus, all went as Armor the Fifth Age Tarek from League of Legends. They were wearing loincloths of pink shag that I made, of course, and glittery pink capes and a giant hammer with pink crystals in it. It caused quite a disturbance in the con. I was worried we were going to get kicked out. We didn't, though. And we just basically blocked hallways wherever we went with tons of people taking pictures. The ladies were ogling. The men were ogling. I was ogling.
Everyone was ogling.
We were ogling each other. There was a lot of ogling happening. And it was a resounding success, definitely.
All right. No, having not been there, but being a big fan of, like we said, kaiju and mecha. What was the coolest kaiju? By the way, is Japanese for monster. What was the coolest kaiju costume you saw?
I saw that bat one that's in the movie.
Nice.
He was walking around like normal, and then he walked
the
up to
whole
some
unfurl.
girls, and he went, "Wow!" and his wings shot out of him. And this was like pretty late at night, and I was really tired. It scared the crap out of me.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really, really cool.
How big was he?
He was like a man and a half tall, probably
Okay.
around like eight and a half feet.
Was it all like articulated and stuff, like the head and everything?
It was actually like a fursuit, but he somehow rigged like articulating wings into it.
That's pretty sweet.
It was pretty cool.
All
And
right.
there were some awesome mechas
Well,
there.
yeah. What
as well.
was the coolest mecha you saw?
Probably like it's not really a mech, but the Bomberman guys were there. They were like these really huge dudes, and they made like glossy Bomberman outfits.
Okay.
So they had like the leggings, the giant like robot legs of
Right.
Bomberman, and the cannons on the arms, and they had great visors and like really shiny heads.
I feel like doing like a human-sized Gypsy Danger to fight against like a human-sized kaiju would be. That seems like it'd be relatively easy. So
Yeah, and the creator of Bumblebee, that's used for the promotion of Transformers, and a bunch of other giant robots.
the
was
Chevy
there.
guy.
He didn't actually bring one of his robots because Heinz is really not the best place to exhibit a cosplay that size. But I have seen his costumes at NYC Comic Con, and they're freaking amazing. He basically makes a living winning contests with these robots. He just goes out to Las Vegas every year and scoops like $2,000 to $3,000 checks winning these contests.
So what did he bring that you knew it was him?
Oh, he was just talking with friends of mine who happened to know him, and then he showed me his page. He like his other living he makes is these really realistic animatronic wings with feathers on them,
Okay.
and that's pretty cool too. Yeah, he's done like a ton of wings, and he has an apprentice who makes wings with him. This is really awesome. Yeah, there's amazing stuff, and of course the anime cosplays were out of this world. There was so much Sword Art Online, and not as many Elsas as I would have thought.
Okay.
I thought there was going to be like a billion Elsas because Frozen's really popular right now.
What was the favorite costume that you saw, like overall?
My favorite costume?
Yeah.
Oh, that's tough. That's like trying to choose your favorite child.
Or pick a couple then. What were the ones that really jumped out to you? What was the one you were like, oh, those are spectacular?
There was a really good Twisted Fate from League of Legends.
Okay.
That was awesome. I don't know if you know him, but he's like kind of like Gambit from the X-Men, and he throws cards at people.
Okay.
And I was going up the elevator, and he spotted me. I was dressed as Ezreal, of course. He was like, "Hey, Ezreal," and I was like, "Hey," and he threw a card at me, and then I dodged it, and I felt bad, so I picked up the card and I threw it back at him. But I was a little more accurate than he was. I hit him right in the face.
Killed him with
and
his own card.
His hat fell off the escalator. He had to go get it later.
Nice.
I felt like a big man after that. Those escalators were dangerous, though. I was riding down and some girl got her like lanyard stuck in it, and it started like pull her
That's
up
not
the
good.
escalator. I had to grab it and like rip the lanyard apart, but I saved her life.
So, well, hey,
you know,
that's all you can ask for.
saving
You
lives
saved
in
somebody.
anime Boston. You know, that's the ultimate badge of honor there.
All right, what other costumes did you like? What other ones were good?
Oh man, everything was so overwhelmingly amazing. Um, let's see, the League of Legends shoot was awesome. There was like
Okay.
probably like I don't know 40 or 50 of us packed into a tight hallway at 3 o'clock on Saturday. Like it was a really unofficial shoot, but there were so many of us that it was like blocking up everything.
Okay.
And
What was the most unique like cosplay? Because a lot of times you go and even like every time I go to Comic-Con, there's always like a million Batman and there's a million Superman and like then you'll see like the female take on stuff. Like I saw a bunch of female Winter Soldiers and female Loki, and like that's always kind of cool. So like, what was one that you were like, whoa, that's kind of unique? I've never seen that before.
Oh geez, probably I met my friend Sonia has an Oriana, which is like this robot person.
Okay.
And she has the thing about Oriana is she controls this ball to attack things around her, and she had rigged up like this fishing line to her hands, and had the ball, but the ball separates in the middle, so it looked like it was two halves floating from each other, and she could manipulate it like this, and it was like flying around in front of her. It was like the coolest thing. I had to be her handler for a few photo shoots, and it
So
was
like fly-by-wire mechanics, so she's all like puppet showing this like thing. All right.
And she's like and she has to move like super mechanically, and this ball's just like flying around her. It was so cool. But she said never again. It's like such a hard costume to do.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm assuming she can't put it down.
Nope.
Yeah, so that
she needed two handlers.
That would be kind of.
It was my job to hold the ball when she was done with it.
That would be aggravating. I could see how that would be hard.
No, yeah, but the costumes overall at AB blowing me away every time.
Nice.
I didn't even get to go to any panels this year. You know.
You just wandered around.
Yeah, they canceled all the fun stuff though. Like the hentai dubbing panel was canceled. I love to go to that every year. The rave was canceled. There was a formal ball and cosplay chess still happened, so that was rad.
All right.
After PAX, like AB was a great way to unwind. Great people there. It's not so like structured as PAX that you have to like wait for stuff all day.
I'm assuming there's way less people too.
There was a lot of people. Like they were almost at cap. I know.
Okay.
They were worried about 2 weeks beforehand that they were going to hit cap early, but they didn't hit cap.
All right. So for those of you out there who are big anime fans, Drew and I were talking before we started this, and apparently he's never seen Captain Harlock.
I know. I'm sorry. Don't blame me.
I'm probably dating myself by admitting that I remember that show. I didn't watch it a lot when I was younger, but I remember it. And I recently saw the new Captain Harlock sort of like remake that is now on Netflix, and it's fantastic. I mean, I showed you the pictures.
It looks amazing.
Super
it looks like
cutting edge
Advent
CGI.
Children on crack or something. Like the Advent Children guys went crazy or something. It's amazing.
It's super pretty.
I thought it was live action, but apparently it's not.
No. It could be. It's that nice looking. But yeah, you should definitely check it out. Anybody out there who's an anime fan,
checking
check
it out. You guys can check it out too. We'll talk about it next week. We can have a little movie club, even though Oz has already seen it.
I'll watch it again. It was that good. One of the best looking films I've seen.
And I understand, Oz, you're watching Gurren Lagann finally.
I am. I decided that I'm gonna see what they have. It was weird. A couple of weeks ago, I was like, I'm gonna see what they have for anime on Netflix.
It's a lot less than it was like 3 months ago.
Right. So I was like,
I don't know
okay.
what happened.
I'm like, I don't really know a lot of these. There's a couple that I recognized, but then Gurren Lagann, I was like, oh, I remember seeing this years ago. I'm like, I'm gonna watch it again, and I'm like 4 or 5 episodes in. So now they have They have Gurren Lagann.
Yeah.
And they just fought the crazy like mutant guy and like killed his robot. Now they have the top of his like a helmet on.
Oh
on
yeah, the guy with like the emo flip.
Yeah.
I know exactly.
So I'm right
like
about
Beast Man.
Yeah, so I'm right about there.
Because they're humans.
Yeah, I'm right about there.
Oh, you're just getting into the good part. I wish I was in your shoes again to watch that for the first time.
It's good. It's a lot different than I remember. I remember like they do the whole dynamic of a lot of animes, which is they've got like the pretty girl, and then they've got like the nerdy guy, and then they've got like the cool guy. Now they have like they just picked up the mechanic, and then and they're all
like a scientist.
Yeah, they're like let's go do our thing, team, and like so now they're leaving. So, but it's fun. It's definitely a cool show, and it's a good watch.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Don't worry about it. What I'm watching right now is I just finished Sword Art Online, and I'm moving on to Log Horizon, which are both games which people get trapped in MMORPG. So I kind of feel like I'm watching the same thing again, but there are differences, and the tone is way different. Like Log Horizon's way funnier, and Sword Art Online was really depressing. So I'm working through it. Have you seen Sword Art Online?
I haven't.
It's like required watching. I mean, there were so many Kiritos and other Sword Art Online people going around Anime Boston. it's very relevant to today.
I feel like there's a lot. I mean, you might be able to speak to this more than I feel like there's a lot less of a variety of anime that's on Netflix. I feel like there's like there's a lot of like it's kind of one note. They're like Full Metal Alchemist, and there's tons of that, and then there's like a bunch of weird like Zombie Girl High School Fight Club.
Yeah,
and there's
yeah.
like
You'll
14
notice
of those, and I'm
the
like,
top 2 rows are like all the AAA stuff that you'd actually watch.
yeah,
And then they've got like 4 rows of crap.
yeah, or it's stuff that's like clones of each.
Or there's a
other.
hidden gem. The Devil is a part-timer is on the bottom of the anime
Is
selection.
that the one who works as a burger cook?
Yes, it's
Yeah, okay.
very,
That one
very
looked
good.
good.
It looks like crap, but it's actually really funny.
That one did look. That one looks. It looks funny because it's very different. It's a whole new.
It's about
kind of
it's
take.
about the devil. He gets stuck in this war with heaven, and he gets like shot onto Earth and loses his powers. So he gets a job as a fry cook in his spare time, so that he can get some money to live while he like recovers his powers to go back to hell. But he gets so caught up in like the corporate structure and advancing and becoming a manager that he doesn't want to go back to hell when he gets his powers back. So
Okay,
yeah.
I'll have to check that one out. Like I said, I saw the
It's
trailer
pretty
for it.
good.
It looked funny, but I haven't watched it yet. But I'll definitely check that one out as well.
Oh yeah. So I guess that's all we have to say about Anime Boston and anime for this week. Join us next time where we'll be talking about the Avengers. What weapon would that be exemplified by?
There's so many to pick from. You got Iron Man's armor,
Iron Man's hand,
Cap's shield,
yeah, Captain's shield. That's the next
Thor's
weapon
hammer.
for us on Choose Your Weapon. We hope you had a fun time tonight, and we will see you next time at the Microsoft Store in the Prudential Center. Goodbye.